It has taken me 29 episodes to get to this point in my Las Vegas map, and today is a very special point because episode 30 means the world download for this map is available for you all now. Check the description, Java or Bedrock. And for this episode 30 extravaganza, I am going to be doing a world tour to show you all everything that we have built in these past 29 episodes and 7 years. So without further ado, let's get right into this tour. It's gonna be a long one. Take a seat and sit back and relax. Alright, so we're gonna get started with this nice little world tour down at the southern end, as far down as I have gone in this map so far. We have the Luxor as the farthest down casino that I have worked on this map. Here, let me do a quick little flyover here. You can see the big pyramid. We got the nice little thingamabob coming out of the top, the beacon coming out of the top there. And you can see the Sphinx right here. And then we got the nice little hotel buildings on the side. And then, of course, the pool in the back. And you will see a common theme with all these casinos. There are a lot of spaces that are just empty because I have a tendency to not finish my builds before moving on to the next one, which is a thing that I need to probably get better at. But who knows when that'll happen. But yeah, so I'll need to come in and fill in these spots here eventually. I will get to it, I promise. I will get to it before this world is finished. But just a little thing to keep in mind. There might be some little empty spots here. But yeah, here's the back pool area of the Luxor. Not 100% complete, but it's pretty much mostly all here. Just missing some small little details and stuff like that. And then some other side buildings and stuff like that. And then Mandalay Bay is going to be over down that way. But obviously, there's nothing there yet. So we have that beautiful casino right there. And then we're going to move up to the next one. Let's do this one, the Tropicana. So here we go. Once again, a lot of the stuff is not finished. This pool area I thought would not take as long, but this place has ended up being super, super detailed. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff going on here. So this took a lot longer than I first thought it would take. So I only have about half of the pool section done. This other half here is completely empty. So once that's all done, though, it's going to look really cool. I'm really excited to see how this place turns out once it's finished, because I really love the way that this side turned out already with all the bushes and all the beautiful stuff going on here. So yeah, I'm really happy with how this place turned out. And let me fly up here to the actual buildings itself so you can get a good old look at that. Not the tallest buildings in Vegas, but they, I mean, I guess there's not really much to say about them, to be honest. I think these are the oldest buildings that are still on the strip standing. These are like from the 50s, the 40s, or something like that. Someone tell me down in the comments, the Las Vegas geniuses, tell me down below, how old are these buildings? Because I know they're pretty old, but I'm just not 100% sure. But there's the Tropicana. Bada bing, we're going to go across the street to the Excalibur, which I have a defense in this. This was a lot more finished than it looks right here. If you watch the video on me building this, you'll know that my world got corrupted, so I lost the progress that I had on here. I did have this entire inside section here finished, as well as the outside here. You can see the remains of what used to be there, but is now no longer there. So I did have all that finished, but I just have not gotten back to building everything back. When the world corrupted, I did actually lose these towers here, so I did build back these towers completely, but and then this little section I built back, but obviously I need to build back the rest of this section as well, so that's gonna get there eventually. But for now, we just have the hollow shell of what used to be there, unfortunately. So yeah, there's not much to talk about there with that building. Let's move down to New York. New York, a lot of iconic stuff to look at here. We got the mini Statue of Liberty right here, looking very beautiful. Building this, or before building it, I was kind of nervous because I'm not great at building organic, like, figures and statues and stuff. But building this actually gave me a lot more confidence in building statues, because I think this turned out really, really nice. And I really like the way the robe, I guess, the robe of the statue kind of looks, with the sort of the folds and the wrinkles and stuff like that. So I think I did a really good job with that. And then obviously you have the torch right there, looking very, very fancy. Give myself a little pat on the back there. And then here we got all this fun stuff here. A lot of cool stuff. We got the roller coaster up here, not completely finished. It goes around the back. And then there's this area back here where the pool goes and the roller coaster starts, which is not finished. Again, I'm a procrastinator. And then this roof section here needs some more details, like ventilations and and wires and cables and stuff like that. So that'll be done eventually, but from the ground level you can't really see that. So I'm not too pressed about it right now. I'll get there eventually. And then this area also needs to be done. So there's that. Let's move back here real quick. We got this big old parking garage looking fancy. And then here we have T-Mobile Arena. Ooh, let me burp there. T-Mobile Arena, as you can see, with my beautiful, beautiful Minecraft handwriting there. T-Mobile Arena. This is where the Las Vegas... it's a hockey team that plays here. The Golden Knights. I definitely did not Google that. I knew that off the top of my head. Did not Google that 100%. So the Las Vegas Golden Knights, the hockey team, plays there. So that's pretty cool. And this thing turned out super good, considering that it's at an angle. So I'm really happy with how that thing turned out. It's fantastic. One of my favorite builds in this world. And I'm getting random lag spikes. Don't know why. But there's that beautiful little area back there. And before we move that way, we're going to do the MGM Grand right away here. We got this beautiful building. This is a really, really big, chunky building. It goes way back here. There we go. Get it all to load in. So there we go. It's got a bunch of different theming elements too, which is a little interesting. You'll see here in a second. We got this nice sort of modern style here with the nice movie screens and like Hollywood style screens and posters of movies all along these screens and boards here, which is really nice. You got the lion statue right there, another statue that I'm super proud of. But then you come back here along this road, and you got this just Italian Mediterranean style out of nowhere, which I don't know why this exists here. It doesn't really match with any of the theming of the rest of the resort, which I don't know why it's here. I'm not gonna ask questions. It looks nice, but I don't know why it's here. It should be in like the Bellagio or something. So yeah, I don't know the purpose of that, but oh well, I built it and it looks fantastic. And then we got some nice little roof details here, and then unfinished stuff over here, unfinished stuff over here. Let's get this part area done, because this is part of the MGM Grand as well. I think this is the arena, like this is an indoor like arena where they do either MMA or WWE stuff, something like that. Some fighting arena is in there. And I'm sure they can do other events, but I'm pretty sure that's where like major boxing and fighting events take place in there. Don't quote me on that, but if I am correct, then definitely do quote me on that. But so there's that, and then we'll come across here and then look at these nice little areas. This is like a pretty, I guess, iconic little section of Las Vegas. You got this little guitar thing here, and you got these nice little signs here, which I when I look at Las Vegas, I see like this little section quite a bit, along with, where's the other, this section right here. Here it is. This section is pretty iconic, I guess. You got the M&M people right here. Look at my little M&M guys. I hope you appreciate how that looks. And then you got the big old Coca-Cola bottle right there, looking real nice. So yeah, definitely an iconic little section of the Las Vegas Strip, which I think really turned out nice in my rendition of it. So hey, there you go. Look at that. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's cross the street again. And we have the Park MGM. Nothing too crazy here. A smaller little casino. But I am still really happy with how this place turned out. Especially the roof details here. I aspire to have all of my casinos have this level of detail on the roof eventually. So eventually, New York will have this sort of level of detail. Unless of course, it just doesn't exist on the roof in real life. I think it does. There's a pretty good level of detail on this roof, but I cannot remember for sure. But whatever amount of detail that it has, I will obviously go to the best of my ability to make it look good, because look at this. This is just beautiful. Fantastic. Pat on my little back. Let's look at this arena right here. This is a nice little, I think it's an arena or like a theater right here attached to the rest of the resort. It looks really nice. This was a little interesting to build. I am happy with how this thing turns out in the end, though. Very nice, very nice. And we have this back little valet section right here, and then the big old parking garage right there. Nothing too special about that. And then we come to the back to this unfinished pool section. Not going to talk much about it. We got a lot of pools to go over, so this is not one of the, I guess, more impressive looking ones, but it looks alright. You got some trees and bushes and stuff here. So yeah, once it's finished, it'll probably look a lot better, but hey, there you go. So now let's look at this little section of buildings here. And actually on Google Earth, I have seen that they have updated Google Earth, the 3D view, And this whole area is pretty much bulldozed, so all these buildings are gone. So there's that, except for Polo Towers. Polo Towers is still there. But all these buildings have just been bulldozed completely. So that's a little unfortunate. So yeah, at least for this world download, you guys will have these buildings that no longer exist. So this map is now turning into a museum, believe it or not. And as time goes on, I think more and more buildings are going to end up getting demolished, and this map will turn into even more of a museum, which is really cool. So I'm really happy that I was able to get these things built before they got demolished, because this is a nice little cool section here of like a little trip back in time. You know, not some huge resorts and casinos like the Aria or these ones. You got just little tiny little strip malls from back in the 60s and stuff like that that are lingering here. But obviously they met their demise. So there's that. So yeah, nothing too crazy about these things. And then you got Polo Towers back here, like I said, obviously. And then I can't remember what this one is called, but you got it right here. Bada bing, bada boom. Nice little parking garage. Some little buildings back here. I don't really remember entirely what these buildings are for, but you got a little motel here, like a Marriott or like a Best Western or something like that. I don't know what it is, but it's a little motel kind of like that with that little vibe. So yeah, there's that whole section out of the way, and then we're gonna come to quite possibly the biggest casino on this list, the biggest and the most difficult for me to build. As it loads in, you can see we have the Aria. So it's going to take a while for it to even load in because that's how big it is. So there we go. You can see the entire building here. Looks very fancy, very intricate. I guess we'll start here with the shards here. Obviously, probably the most difficult part of this casino. I'll just go out and say it. These shards here were very difficult to make. I did use World Edit to get these polygons into place. This was not done by hand, but I did have to get each individual point mapped out. So it was still really difficult, but I didn't place each individual block in here. But each individual, I guess, corner section that you can see here, that was done by hand, I guess you can say. So that was a fun thing to do. I think I did that on stream. So yeah, twitch.tv/BubbaFlubba_ if you want to see me build stuff like this. So go follow my Twitch and you can see me build all this fun stuff. But there's that shard area. You got these tilted towers. You know, this ain't Fortnite, but hey, get a little reference in there for the kids at home watching. Got a nice little tilted tower there. Go play your Fortnite. We got the this is the, oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. It's a fancy Waldorf Astoria. That's the name of this building. So it's a really fancy hotel. Unfinished little valet section here. That'll be done eventually. And then you got the big roundabout section here for the Aria. And then there's this little building here. I don't know what it's really for. And then you got the unfinished pool section in the back. So yeah, there's that. A good bit of this is actually finished. So most of this area is just going to look the same as this, but it's just not finished. Just a few more little things on the outside that I need to get done. But this pool section, if you just zoom in, just like that, it looks really nice, really nice. Just don't look at the unfinished sections. And then that brings us to the back of the Aria with this freaking behemoth of a road here. So you can see the road goes from the actual Las Vegas Strip. It comes back this way, back to behind the Aria, and then you got this giant behemoth of roads and on-ramps and off-ramps and stoplights. And very fun to build, very difficult to build, as you can tell. And then here we have the Vidara Casino, which I don't know if it's part of the Aria complex, but it looks pretty similar to the Aria. It's in a pretty similar style, I guess. I don't know. It might be part of it. It might not be. It's a good-looking casino. There we go. And then you got a nice little parking garage here with these cute little parking covers here. So keep you shaded in the hot sun. So that's fun. And then here is, I haven't done this on camera. This is an off-camera thing, but this is where the freeway is. So that's going to be the border of my strip, if anybody's wondering. So anything on this side of the freeway, I'm not going to build. So this is pretty much the border for my Las Vegas world. So there's a fun little tidbit for you guys. Obviously not even close to being finished, but you know, that's just kind of the setup to the actual freeway there. And then another little bit of history. This little section right here is actually finished. There's a whole building in this section right here. So as of now in my world, it's just a construction site. But in real life, this place is finished. So I'll have to get this building right here built up and fancied out. So there's that. Another nice little tidbit of history there. I guess we'll move on to this building next, the Planet Hollywood building. So you got some nice little storefront facades and stuff like that. I don't remember what any of these things are, except for this is a Buffalo Wild Wings. You can kind of tell that. It gives a Buffalo Wild Wings vibe. You got the nice, beautiful yellow and the gray there. So that's how you know it's a Buffalo Wild Wings. And you come over here, we got the Hilton Grand Vacations. I was able to read that because I forgot the name of this hotel, but my beautiful, beautiful Minecraft calligraphy came in handy there. So yeah, Hilton Grand Vacations is what that says. If you squint, it's really easy to read. So yeah, just give it a little squint. We got a nice little pool section right here. A lot of seats and benches and trees, and you got these nice little lifeguard stands. And this place is looking real nice. These guys have a nice little pool to hang out at. And then we got this road back here. Nothing too special. I guess we'll look at this parking garage right here. Nothing crazy here. And then this back section of Planet Hollywood with whatever's going on here. I don't know entirely what this is, but it exists, so I built it. Simple as that. And then we'll come to the front here. You got this giant screen going around the street here, which is pretty nice, pretty cool. And then you got the logos of everything here. You got a McDonald's, and I think there's a Subway right here. And there's some other logos and stuff like that. I think there's a Panda Express and some other random stuff like that. And then you got this unfinished section for whatever reason. And then we come down here. We got these nice designs. Fun stuff. And then you got the pools. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm not entirely happy with how this pool turned out, I will say. But that's alright because I don't like the way that it looks in real life either. So I guess that kind of balances out. So that does mean I did do a good job on this pool, because if I think it looks bad in real life, it should look bad in Minecraft too. So that's my defense of this pool not looking great. So yeah, debate me in the comments. I think this pool looks like trash, but that's okay because it looks like trash in real life. So I call that a failed success. And then here's the actual Planet Hollywood building itself. You can see it says Planet Hollywood. That's how you know that it is in fact Planet Hollywood. So there's that beautiful casino there. We'll come across the street. Once again, we're kind of playing ping pong across the street here. We got the Cosmopolitan, and then we'll just get right into it because this is probably one of my favorite pools that I have ever built. Just a beautiful, beautiful looking purple style, modern, really sleek theme for a pool, and it's got these nice different levels and stuff like that too, which is really nice. I'm really happy with how this thing turned out. So yeah, and you got this nice little back area in here, and it's a little secluded and stuff like that, and it looks really nice. And then you come up here and you got this little party section where like you can have raves and just drink ungodly amounts of alcohol. And yeah, this is like the rave section, and that's like the chill section where you just hang out. And this is where you have the big old parties, get blackout drunk, stuff like that. And then there's another pool back here which isn't built, as you can see, but it will be built eventually. And then yeah, let me show you the actual buildings themselves, because I'm kind of glazing over the buildings themselves and looking at the smaller details. The big buildings, big buildings look cool too. Look at that, very nice, very fancy. You got some tennis courts down there. Very nice, very beautiful. There, get a good look at the Cosmopolitan, and then we're gonna switch over and look at the Paris Hotel. Look at that, probably one of the most iconic hotels on the Las Vegas Strip, maybe even in the world. I mean, the Las Vegas Eiffel Tower is pretty iconic. So this might be one of the most iconic hotels in the world. You got the balloon here, which is also very iconic. The American version of the Arc de Triomphe. Very nice, very nice. You got the pool here, which I'm probably going to redo a little bit, because I did build this pool about 7 years ago. So yeah, it does need the modern Bubba Flubba design touch on it, I will admit. So yeah, this will probably be getting a little facelift here. But there's that. And then we got this nice little front facade here. And then let me get you a good look at the Eiffel Tower here. I'm getting a little bit of lag here. I do apologize. This is a big world, as you can see. So we are bound to get a little bit of lag. So you'll have to bear with me. I think based on the circumstances of this being a massive world, that is a little bit excusable. So just bear with me on that as I fly over this giant Eiffel Tower and then get a good look at the Paris building itself right here. Roof details are missing, obviously, but I will add them eventually. And the roof details back here are also missing. So yeah, those will soon come. Nice little parking garage there. And then also another little Easter egg if you decide to download the map. Right here, this little intersection corner, if you haven't been watching for a long time since I started this series, you can see right where the project begun right here. September 25th, 2016 is apparently when I started this project, which is a long time ago. Wow, that is a very long time. If you're watching on the day that this video is uploaded, it's actually almost exactly on the day, just a few days shy. I'm uploading this on the 23rd of September, so just 2 days shy of the anniversary, which is pretty nice. A good little anniversary gift, a free world download for you all. So there's the Paris hotel, the first hotel that I built in this Las Vegas series. Let's ping pong to the other side. Probably my favorite hotel. Did I say that about the Aria? No, the Aria was the hardest hotel. This is probably my favorite hotel that I have built by far. The Bellagio, it just looks so good. It looks so fantastic. And the fact that I built this 7 years ago, probably 6 years ago, 6 or 7 years ago, and it looks so fantastic. I don't know how I did it, but I am very happy with how this thing has turned out. You got the nice little beautiful building right there. Look at that nice little roundabout here, valet section to the entrance. Very nice. Got some trees and bushes, and then of course the big old fat fountain with all the nice details and such like that. I will say I did build this 6 or 7 years ago, but over the years I have come in and added more details because it was missing detail. I remember coming back a few months ago. Actually, I came into this place and I detailed it up quite a bit because it was lacking a lot of detail. So I added that modern Bubba Flubba touch to it, and it looks even better than it did way back then. So you can see all this beauty. Get a good look at it, and then obviously get a good look at the back building there. It gets neglected a lot. Give it some love, guys. Tell me in the comments that you love this building. Give it some love, some support. Just tell me how much you love this Bellagio building. And then back here we have the back really section of the building. This is where the pool goes. I've built this pool probably 2 times already, but the world has corrupted 2 times, and I've lost this pool progress 2 times. So I am going to build it for a 3rd time eventually, but I just haven't gotten to it yet. So there you go. There's the Bellagio. Very nice. Let's go down across the street to Ballys, which I am aware is now rebranded to the Horseshoe. So there you go. Once again, another little piece of history right here. The Ballys will be available in the episode 30 download, and probably by 40 it'll be switched to the Horseshoe. So this is probably the last time you'll see it as Ballys. So you got this nice little strip mall, shopping mall section. I guess that's what it is. Covered in these beautiful colored little rainbow vomit covers here, which looks very nice. And then you got this fun stuff here, and then you can come down here to the valet section, which needs an update. I have not come and give this the modern touch. You can see it still has the cobblestone walls, so I'll have to come and update that with some new design and new updated blocks and stuff like that. But other than that, it looks really nice. These buildings, I'm really happy with how these turned out. Roof details missing, those will come in eventually. But there you go, bada bing, bada boom. A really skinny and a really long hotel, Ballys. There you go. Let's get this one out of the way right here. This is the Cromwell. So you got these nice little rooms here. You got these disgusting window views of a flat wall, which are just absolutely disgusting. I don't know why anybody would want to stay here. But, yeah, there you go. These are probably the worst rooms in Las Vegas you could possibly have. So if you want to stay there, go for it. And then you have this top little balcony sort of party area. Again, this is probably where a bunch of raves happen and a bunch of parties with a lot of alcohol and a lot of blackouts. And a lot of people getting just absolutely sloshed. So, yeah, that's pretty much what goes on up here. I'm sure of it. So there's that, and then it comes down here to a little parking garage, which obviously isn't built yet. but I have the little starting section of it, but I haven't gotten to the actual parking garage. Here's the valet for it, not done yet. Don't look at it. Here's the valet for the Flamingo, also not done yet. Don't look at it. Thank you. So there's that nice little hotel, kind of fitted in here between all these giant casino resorts. Here's the Flamingo, also not done yet. As you can see, this whole pool area back here needs to be built. That's going to be fun to do. It's a lot of trees and a lot of pools and a lot of rivers. It's going to be tedious to build, but it's going to look fantastic in the end here. And I'm going to do this awkward little turn to Caesar's Palace because the next episode of my Las Vegas build, I have already started building it, and it's behind me, and I don't want to spoil it for you guys. Okay, I'll give you a little bit of a spoiler. I'll give you a little boop. That's all you get. That's all you get. We're going to look at Caesar's Palace here, and this is the last casino on our episode 30 tour, and this is a really big casino, and it's still not even complete yet. This little shopping section over here is not done yet, so that is going to be fun to do. A big old fat casino here. It's not even rendering the entire thing. I guess we'll start over here. We got this nice little section here with this circus tent, and yeah, it's an alright section. It's not my favorite looking section. I feel like they could do a lot better with this area that they have. It's kind of just like a little walking section. I feel like they could do more with the space, but it is what it is, and it looks alright. It's not the worst looking thing. So there's that. You got this nice little fountain leading up to the valet section. Very cool, very pretty. And you got these roads leading every which way, parking spaces and stuff like that. And then you got the giant casino towers. They're just towering over everything. You got all these big giant buildings. You got these buildings. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing. You got the Roman Colosseum right here. I think it's the Roman Colosseum. I don't know. It's some kind of Colosseum. Probably not the Roman Colosseum, but it is a Colosseum building. So there's that. And then here, also, actually, I said the Cosmopolitan pool was probably one of my favorite, but actually, I think this one is probably going to be my favorite just because of how intricate it is. Look at this pool. It's so intricate. Even this one right here alone. The details are just, they go crazy. And it's not even finished yet, as you can see, because I'm a procrastinator, and I don't like to finish my builds. Don't tell anybody. But I'll get them done. I'll get them done, guys. Quit badgering me. I'll get them done. But yeah, this pool is so beautiful. I love the style with all the bushes and the trees. You all know I'm a sucker for trees. I'll say it once. I'll say it again. So yeah, I love me some good trees, some palm trees. And it's not even done yet, but it already looks so good. And that is a nice little cap off to this casino. And that is also a nice little cap off to this world tour, guys. I hope you enjoyed this nice long tour going on about 30 minutes. So if you stayed to the end, thank you very much. And if you want to get the world downloads for each individual episode that I upload, make sure to check out my Patreon down in the description below. I appreciate your support. Obviously, not required. You guys watching my videos are all the support that I need. I love reading your comments. I love seeing you guys watch my videos and enjoy them. So go enjoy this Las Vegas episode 30 world. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tell me down in the comments, what do you want me to do next on my channel? I love reading your suggestions. And stay tuned for the next video on my channel, whatever that might be. Have a fantastic day, and until the next episode, goodbye!